Hi guys, welcome back to the Switch and Click. Today we'll be talking about the 5 different kinds of Razer mechanical switches. Actually 3 Razer mechanical switches and 2 optical mechanical switches. So those are new. I'll probably link to some other video resources down below as well as the associated blog post to this video. Unfortunately, I don't own the Razer Huntsman, which has the optical mechanical switches, but I do own a very old, a 2014 Black Widow Tournament Edition. Oh, right there, 2014. So this thing is 6 years old. It's pretty ancient now, I suppose, but it works perfectly fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. But anyways, let's move on. So this keyboard, actually let's start with, there's 3 different mechanical switches that Razer offers. The first one is the green switch, and the green switches sound just like, well, they're very similar to Cherry MX Blue, so they're super clicky, they're very loud, and this is what a green switch looks like, so you get to listen to them be really loud. And this isn't even the extent of how loud these are, because I put O-rings on all of my keys so that they would dampen the sound a little bit, but as you can hear, it's still pretty loud. The second mechanical switch are the orange switches, and those are very similar to Cherry Browns. They're a tactile switch. They're much more quiet than the green switches, and their actuation force is 45 grams. So the actuation force of the greens is 50 grams. It's the highest actuation force in all of the Razer switches. And then the last mechanical switch are the yellow switches. So those switches are linear switches. They have 45 grams of actuation force as well, and they're very similar to Cherry MX Reds. So let's move on to the optical mechanical switches. These work differently than mechanical switches do. There's basically an infrared light that your switch sits on top of, and when you press, that blocks the light from passing through, and that's how it registers a key press. So they are faster, and Razer advertises them to be much more durable, being able to withstand up to 80 million keystrokes rather than your typical, I think, 50 million keystrokes. I mean, it's still a ton. You're probably never going to reach it anyways, but they're supposed to last longer, so yay. They're also more responsive. So there's 2 different types. There's the purple ones and the red ones. The purple ones are clicky, they're loud, and they are, I forget, I think their actuation force is also 45 grams, but their actuation distance is 1.5 milliliters. So this is 30% shorter than the distance of the switches that we talked about before. And the reds are basically linear switches. They have the lowest actuation force of 40 grams and the shortest actuation distance at 1 millimeter. So that's the shortest I've ever seen in switches, but I'm still relatively new to the hobby. And let's see, so the mechanical switches, all 3 of them are available in Razer's Black Widow line, some of which let you pick between the 3, and then some of which are stuck within like certain models. So I think the ones that you can choose are the Black Widow Elite and the Black Widow X Tournament Edition V2 Chroma. I think those are the 2 that you can pick and you can choose. But the other ones you'll just have to read their product page, but I did in the blog posts after each switch tell you like which of the models have this switch and which ones have this switch. So that would be really convenient if you're looking for a specific switch. And then the optical mechanical ones are only in their Huntsman line. So I think there's 3 Huntsmans: the original Huntsman, the Huntsman Elite, and the Huntsman Tournament Edition. And I think the Tournament Edition only offers reds, whereas the Huntsman only offers purple. And then the Huntsman Elite, you can pick and choose whatever you want. That one's the most expensive one. It comes with the ergonomic wrist rests, unlike the others. And yeah, I think that's pretty much for the video. I know I didn't go into too much detail, but if you like, I'd offer a bunch of resources within the blog post and a bunch of convenient things like travel distance, actuation force, things like that, and I link to Razer's website as well. So thank you so much for watching, and happy typing. Bye!